Hello and welcome to another episode of Retrospection. In this episode, we're almost seasonal with a Christmas movie. We take a sleigh ride with Rudolph, Dasher, Dancer and Trancer. That's right, it's our famous Christmas movie, Trancers from 1984.
Oh, God.
My name's Colin, and if I catch you in LA again, I don't care if you're a kid, an old lady or a kitty cat, I'm going to kick your ass.
You've said that a few times, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
Mm.
Actually, to a kid, an old lady, and a kitty cat.
And did you kick their ass?
I felt better of it.
Yeah, I think that's probably wise. And my name's Paul, and dry hers for squids.
I mean, we can safely say you're not a squid. Because can you be a squid if you've got no hair?
Sometimes I'm wet.
I don't want to know about your sex life, Paul. TMDB says, future cop, Jack Deth, hunting zombie-like Trancers across time. And that's all it says. It just goes ... I don't know what happened. I don't know whether the guy fell asleep while typing it out or what.
Well, probably the movie was over before he finished typing.
Possibly.
You know.
It's not a long flick, is it?
There's not a lot I hear, no.
No, it's not a Sabutio goal from the other side of the board. A long flick.
Wow. Wow. Did you just come up with that? That is amazing. How your mind works. I'm still getting used to it after 40 years. It's amazing.
It is worrying.
It is. Well, for you, not so much for me.
Cast includes Tim Thomason as Jack Deth, Helen Hunt as Lena, Michael Stefani as Whistler, Art LaFleur as McNulty, Thelma Hopkins as Engineer Rains, and Richard Hurd as Chairman Spencer.
It's not a bad cast. Helen Hunt.
Yeah, I know. I was surprised to see she's in the sequel.
Yeah, she gets out pretty quick, though.
Oh, right. Okay. And Richard Hurd, as we know, is from...
T.J. Hooker and V.
Yeah, yep. McNulty, right, the character McNulty, played by Art LaFleur. That actor doesn't come across as an Art LaFleur, does he?
No, he does not. No, he seems like someone who would be hanging out in a Brooklyn bar somewhere, doesn't he? You know.
Yeah, it was a surprising credit, I thought.
I have seen that guy before in other things. Never knew that was his name, though.
Yeah, according to this, it is.
Unless that isn't his name. He's got another name, and he just put that on this movie, so no one knew that he was in it.
Well, we'd have to look through his credit list then to find out.
Well, we're not doing that, are we?
No. Directed by Charles Band, who, let's say, he has a filmography.
He does. We've encountered him before, haven't we, on this show?
Yes, and I'm sure we'll encounter him again.
I'm sure we will. No, yeah, he's the founder of Full Moon Pictures.
Oh, well, that's why he's directed most of the films then, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Things like Puppet Master, Subspecies, Troll. One of my favourites, which I'm going to have to get you to do at some point for the podcast, is Zone Troopers.
I've seen that, yeah.
It's a fun, war movie with aliens in it.
Oh, actually, that's the one I introduced you to. I watched it before you.
I think we've had this conversation.
We have, yeah. And you keep denying it.
I do.
You keep blanking that bit out.
Wasn't I watching it one evening, and I sent you a picture of what I was watching? Go, oh, this is a great movie. You should watch this, Colin. And you replied, yeah, I told you about it.
Yeah, I did. Yep. Now you've even forgotten that conversation.
I do. As soon as it's gone out of my head, that's it. It doesn't exist anymore. What do you think of Full Moon Pictures, by the way? Do you think of Full Moon Pictures at all?
No, not that much. Not unless I have to do a podcast.
You see, Full Moon Pictures to me, they're kind of like a comic book brand. They make little movies. They're not too, deep. And, they all kind of link together. So they got all these Puppet Master movies, which has become this massive thing now. And they're like comic books.
So that's why you like them?
I guess so.
Not all of them, but that's why you...
And I'm a sucker for sort of, cheap kind of bad movies. There's got to be something in it, though, that grabs me.
Right.
And Full Moon grabs me. Boobs. Hey, at least they're grabbing me, Colin,
That's true, not the other way around. Yeah, it's got you in trouble before.
I was going to say, what? What do you mean by that? That's getting cut.
So this film spawned 5 direct-to-video sequels. Trancers 2, The Return of Jack Deth. Trancers 3, Death Lives. Trancers 4, Jack of Swords. Trancers 5, Sudden Death. Trancers 6. No subtitle.
No
for that
subtitle
one.
on that one. They gave up at that point.
I have a few more titles for him.
Go on.
Jack joins a thrash metal band that's a cover for Aliens called Trancers Death Metal.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah. One of the movies is a failed attempt at creating an Italian horror film in the Trancerverse. It's called Trancers Death in Venice.
Very nice. Very nice.
There's one that's a botched science experiment propels Jack's mind into the body of a female detective. In Trancers, Death becomes her.
I like that one. That's a good one.
Yeah. And finally, there's a film where our protagonist has retired and spends his time annoying his wife with his now outdated and racist opinions about Trancers. In Trancers, Till Death Us Do Part.
No, that one I like. You've put some serious work into this episode.
Oh, that's it there. Finished. I'm done.
Oh, we're done. We're done. So I'm talking for the next hour. Okay.
Yeah, you're going to have to do the details because I give up at this point. I have to say, though, this is a low-budget time travel film, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It seems to me that in the mid-'80s, this was the thing to make if you were going to do a low-budget film, whereas now it's horror films have replaced it.
Yeah, I'd say that's true. I mean, yeah, they always have a formula, don't they? You get a little 10-minute bit at the beginning set in the future.
Would have had to build a set for.
Yep.
And that's why it's only going to be used for 10 minutes because
Yep.
it's cheap and small.
And then the rest of the movie, just shoot it wherever you are, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of that, wasn't there? I mean, even James Cameron did it to a bigger extent, but that's
right.
what Terminator is, isn't it, really?
I suppose so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In February 2025, a black and white version of this film was released.
Why? Oh, I suppose it's film noir.
That's the inspiration behind it, apparently. The producer likes Humphrey Bogart films.
Okay.
yeah.
Did that sell?
I mean, I don't know, but I mean, obviously they're cashing in on the whole, like, Shin Godzilla and Fury Road, Blood and Chrome versions, right?
I suppose.
That's what, no, where they just kept, we'll make this black and white and make more money out of it. So they went, we'll do Trancers in black and white. Can you imagine if everybody does that? It's like, we got this Carry On Camping.
Oh, no, that I'd watch.
Yeah, you would.
Oh, come on, you would as well.
Black and white version of Carry On Camping. You know what they should do?
Go on.
They should start making black and white version of all the new Doctor Who episodes. Do the reverse of what they do with the old ones. And then edit them. So they're only 5 minutes long each.
Who'd watch them?
Well, same amount of people who watch the ones now.
That's true. You know that last one that they did, the the Patrick Troughton one, by the way.
Yeah.
Still haven't watched it.
Oh, I've watched it.
It's been sitting on my DVR for the last sort of year since it was on, and I've still not seen it. I will watch it eventually, as long with the finale of Strange New Worlds.
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
No.
This is not what we see.
No, I know. I checked out in Trancers 2, by the way. I haven't watched any of the other ones.
Oh, I'm going to watch it at some point.
You're going to do them all?
I don't know if I have time in my life. Maybe if I have a debilitating disease that keeps me bedridden.
But, I mean, they're only like an hour each.
That's true. That's true.
You could whack them all out in one day.
I could, yeah.
One afternoon.
I've got some vacation time coming.
There you go. Christmas is coming. What else are you going to do?
Who's that a present for? Not me.
Do you want the box set? Is that your way of trying to get me to buy you the box set for Christmas, Colin?
No.
Is that what you want?
Thank you. No,
is that what you want?
No,
I mean,
it's
I will
a DVD box set too, right? It's not even Blu-ray.
Well, I'm not buying you Blu-rays. I own this movie on Blu-ray, you know, by the way.
I'm surprised it's not VHS.
Well, you can get them in charity shops.
That's where you frequent?
What, for your birthday presents and Christmas presents? Yeah.
Everyone's presents.
No, I do own Trancers on Blu-ray. Not to give away.
I do not.
No, that wouldn't shock me at all. But I'm going to be open-minded. I'm not going to be, I'm going to be biased just because I own the movie.
Well, that's fair because I think 98% of the movies you've claimed you've owned, you've hated the film and the review during the podcast. So that's totally fine. Well,
it's that thing, isn't it? Where, you like something and then you have to sit down and look at it in detail for this. And you kind of think, ooh.
Yeah, I've never seen this before.
Yeah. It did kind of feel like that, actually, if I'm honest.
Why did I buy this? Well, that's what happens when you watch films sober now.
I know.
Do you have any more information?
Yeah, so I didn't find how much this movie grossed, but I did find what the budget of the movie was. What do you reckon?
Okay, 84. You know what? I'm going to say 2 million.
That was way optimistic there, that, Colin.
I was being generous. Was that too low? Too low?
You were being extremely generous there.
Oh.
Extremely generous.
$225,000.
No, you're being... Yeah, you're close. It was a budget of $400,000.
Oh, well, they spent it well.
It doesn't look that bad, does it? We'll talk about it.
I was being serious. I was sincere. That was my sincere voice.
It's hard for me to tell, Colin.
I know. I have to work on it. I don't get to use it that often, though.
No. I've noticed. Yeah. It did perform badly in theatres when it was released, but it became one of those cult movies that was successful on home video later.
Yeah. In fact, I was kind of thinking, did this come out at a cinema in the UK?
No.
But I'm not sure because it's released in the UK before it was released in America.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
November 2024 in the UK, and I think did I say 2024? I meant 1984, obviously.
Have you time travelled again?
I have. Sorry about that.
Have you gone down the line? See, I'm using the terms,
Good. November 1984, and I think in America it's March 1985.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I wonder why that was. Because they didn't know what to do with it, I guess.
Maybe. Yeah.
The first time I saw this movie was on BBC Two in the 80s on that Mark Cousins film series. Was it called Movie Drome?
Movie Drome, yeah.
That was the first time I saw this movie.
That's an interesting choice for him. I guess he likes it.
I guess he does. I mean, it's kind of a quirky, odd thing. And it was... don't forget, when this film was released, it was before the foundation of Full Moon Pictures. It's only now come under the Full Moon brand.
So the Full Moon logo I saw at the beginning, that wasn't on before?
No.
That's been added since?
Yeah, it's been added since, yeah. Now it's a Full Moon picture. And all the sequels
I'm disgusted now for that revisionist attitude to Trancers.
Are you going to be campaigning for the original
removal? Yes, I want the removal of that Full Moon logo.
Well, you and those Snyder bots and...
I know, right?
Yeah, you're all the same. The interesting thing that I read is that the actor Bill... Is it Maynard? Who plays the hobo drunk guy in it that they have to find later in the movie. He was actually apparently drunk during the filming of the movie himself. And he was so drunk that Tim Thomerson had to manhandle him around because he didn't have a clue as to what he was meant to be doing most of the time.
It's like a Thursday at the office for you.
I knew you were going to say that. I did write in brackets, sounds strangely familiar. So, Maybe he's method. Maybe he's just a method actor.
But only if it involves drink.
Well, that's my kind of acting, isn't it?
Yeah, you'd be good at that.
I would, yeah. Do it every day.
Yeah.
But apparently Betty Davis was considered for the part of the chairman Ash, but was unavailable. Yeah, I bet she was.
Yeah.
I bet she was unavailable.
How old would she have been at this point?
Probably about 100.
All right.
You want me to play what? Speak up.
Wait, where's she from, this Betty Davis?
That's what she sounded like, isn't it?
Oh, it was cracking. I thought she was in the room.
Did you? What?
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be scary.
It would.
Yeah. You know the actor Greg Kinnear?
Heard of him.
Yeah. He was a marketing assistant at Empire International Pictures who released this. And he actually helped promote the movie. He didn't do a very good job, did he?
Apparently not, no.
Good job he gave it up and became an actor. He also ended up starring with Helen Hunt in a movie, didn't he?
He did, yes.
2 years later, yeah.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
I can't even remember what it's called. Is it a comedy?
Is it something like As Good As It Gets or something like that? I don't know. It's one of those.
That sounds like the one with Jack Nicholson, doesn't it?
Is it? I don't know. It's one of those titles where you see it and you instantly think, I'm never going to watch it.
It's one of those titles with the male actress leaning against the female actor in the poster.
At the bus stop or on the side of a bus, usually.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds did that for a long time, didn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there's not a lot of information about this movie out there, to be honest with you. I did watch the making of that's on the Blu-ray, and even that didn't give away much. And most of the time, it was just one of those fluff pieces.
Right, publicity.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that didn't work either, did it?
No. All right, with that, let's listen to It's a bit long though, but with that, let's listen to the trailer.
Okay.
I'm Jack Deth. I'm a trooper in the 23rd century.
Jack Deth, Angel City PD. May I see your stats?
What did I do?
Under Section 7 of the Penal Code, the Council authorized me to administer you a Trancer suspect examination.
You can't give me a TSE without a warrant.
I got your warrant right here, pal.
Okay. I don't want any trouble.
Hold that.
My job is hunting Trancers.
I got nothing to hide.
Finding them, and singeing them.
Look out!
Of course, sometimes they find me first. Then it's a little more complicated. How do you know Whistler's location?
We monitored a line disruption in Los Angeles, December 1985. Van Zandt, Ash, and I all had ancestors in the city then.
If you think I'm bringing that scum up the line, you got the wrong trooper.
Unless you stop Whistler, everything the Council has accomplished for the last 40 years will count for nothing.
Okay, let's say I believe this. You're a cop from the future and you're chasing this guy Piper.
Whistler.
This is longer than the movie, isn't it?
I think it is, yeah.
Trancing only works on squids, people with weak minds, easily controlled.
Well, it's like this podcast.
I'm from another time, another world. I don't even know what you people eat for lunch.
All right.
Okay, I got fried rice, egg rolls, and beef chow mein.
Beef? You mean like from a cow? I thought it was rough in the 23rd century.
Still going.
I didn't know how
This
hot
is
it
the
could
entire
get.
film.
Yeah.
Jack?
How's my tan? It was getting hotter all the time.
Jack?
Still going, pal.
It's still going.
I guess I just attract a
going.
certain element no matter what century I'm in.
Why does that music sound like Flashdance?
I gotta run now.
Sorry, what?
That music sounded like Flashdance.
Yeah, it does a bit. Yeah. It also sounds a bit like Crystal Maze.
Oh. About as long as Crystal Maze. You do know this conversation can't be edited out now.
Jack Deth is back. And he's never even been here before. Trancers.
There we go. Wow, what a trailer. I did like the line in it, may I see your stats? Which used to be your chat-up line. And then when they were like, ooh, get away, you'd be like, hey, that's my penal code.
I'm glad you said used to.
Oh, yeah, you've stopped.
Yeah. Wouldn't work anymore anyway.
No, it's no longer on the penal code.
The what?
The penal code.
Oh, I thought you said pedo code. So, what?
So we open at a gas station and we get an old car with pipes stuck on it. So, we must be in the future.
Yeah, everything's kind of like this retro futuristic look, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it is like you say, just because they've got stuff and just stuck bits onto it to try and that looks a bit futuristic. That pipe, let's do that on it. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We do get a voiceover, like a detective film from the 1950s, like showing its influences.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I suppose even this futuristic look feels a bit sort of 50s noir as well, doesn't it? You know,
the car seemed like it was from that
and
era.
the diner as well.
Yes, yeah.
What did you get of music?
Not much. Actually, the music in the trailer was more exciting than the music in the film. I don't remember hearing that in the film.
I thought the opening music over the credits was okay. It was kind of like budget synth, wasn't it?
You know what? It sounded very John Carpenter-ish.
I think the whole film's riffing on John Carpenter a bit as well.
All right. Yeah. So we learn that Jack Deth is hunting down the last of Whistler's gang because he's killed Whistler, and that these people are called Trancers. I mean, I'm going to ask you a question after this first scene, I think, about that. I'm going to save it for now.
There's a few questions, really.
All right.
Doesn't he says he almost singed him out on one of the rim planets?
Yeah.
Sounds painful, that.
It was an act that you have been charged with many a time.
Singeing the rim.
Yeah. Wasn't he the brother of the guy from Airwolf?
Singeing the rim. Like that.
So Jack Deth goes into the diner. Apparently, real coffee in this dystopian future is an expensive treat. But as a coffee the other day in town cost me $7, I'd say this is less of a fiction and more of a documentary.
We're living in the Trancers' future.
We are, yeah.
It's here.
Well, not the Trancers' future, because it's the time period. So it's
Oh,
would be
right,
our
yeah,
future.
yeah.
Or
Our
is it our
future.
future?
Oh, no, you're confusing me now. Don't do that. Don't do that. I bet you like his look, though, right?
That's not bad. I
Yeah.
don't know what you mean by that.
Long coat, slick back hair. I mean, it was how you rolled back in the day, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
I remember
Well,
that long
you did
coat that you used to have.
Yeah. Hid many.
What?
Stop it there.
Yeah, you know this is being heard by people.
Oh, yeah, right. No, I've seen our numbers. It's not. Unless you've started downloading finally.
No, I haven't. No. Promise.
He then starts to harass an innocent man who's just sat there eating his food.
Yeah, he just goes over to him and then pulls his gun out. I mean, I assume it's a gun. I mean, it's some sort of pointed thing, isn't it? But...
We know what he wants in his soft drink. Ice, baby. Anyway, Jackie's then attacked by the waitress.
Yeah, she's a biter.
She is. Well, actually, she's a trancer, pal. She's not called biters. That'd be a very different film because he's hunting down biters. Everyone in this universe just has to nibble and swallow.
As to what?
Nibble and swallow. That was your lawyers that tried to get you out that last predicament you were in.
No, I was thinking, I'm sure I've seen a movie called Nibbles and Swallows, but...
I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
Both of them. There was a sequel.
Nibbles and Swallows 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As he's...
Where are we going?
Don't know.
What's going on?
So now he shoots her with his laser, right? She then glows red and vaporizes. Okay, so at this point, I'm not really sure what the heck a Trancer is. So,
well,
Paul,
yeah, go on.
You're going to tell me, right?
I was hoping you could tell me. I mean, they're mind controlled, right?
By the Whistler.
By Whistler.
Who, I'd like to point out, does not whistle at any point during this film. Missed opportunity.
He doesn't, that's true. And we also find out that he's already time traveled. So how is he controlling them still from the past? Or does he have to...
Or does he just set it up and once you're controlled, you're controlled.
So it's like an infection.
Yes, yeah.
So,
yeah.
but they kind of zombie out, don't they?
Yes,
right?
they yeah.
So, but are they always controlled? Do they hold it in like when you need a shit and then it just comes out at a most inopportune time? That's what happens, right? Isn't it?
I guess you're speaking from experience, but
no.
We've not started our session yet, Paul. Will you reveal your innermost thoughts?
That's what all these episodes are, Colin.
Oh, yeah, just a very, very long psychoanalysis.
Yes, I wonder where you were going with that. Yeah, so I'm not sure how it works, really, either. They're like zombies, right? That's we established
like
that.
Zombies. Why do they vaporize? Does everybody vaporize? I assume not, because he says, "Oh, that person. Why did that person vaporize?" And he goes, "Because he's a trancer."
So I assumed it was the gun that was vaporizing them.
No, I don't think people vaporize when they're shot by that gun.
Because it's like a laser gun, right?
It does look like a laser gun, but I'm pretty sure when that person in the tanning salon is found,
later, yeah,
she sees it vanish, right? And she says to him like,
yeah, and he shot himself in the head, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Which I know we're jumping ahead, but
why he vaporized? And he goes, yeah, he's a trancer.
I mean, basically what it comes down to is what we're saying is that it wasn't very well thought out, right?
I was just checking it wasn't me.
I thought it might have been me. I thought you could help me later on. So I'm confused as well. No. What I would like to say is that Jack Deth is not very good at his job.
Oh, no, he gets worse later.
He does get worse, but this woman in this diner, she doesn't look like She doesn't. I mean, you could fight her off, Colin.
What are you saying?
You know what I'm saying.
I could, but I wouldn't.
Hey, you'd be mind controlled, eh?
Yeah.
You'd get tranced.
Oh, in a second.
Yeah. Would you turn into
in 1 second that lasts for 10 or 2 minutes? But we'll talk about that later.
He reminded me of the Invaders when they burn up
The TV series. Oh, because they do that, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You should check their fingers.
Oh, yeah. They had a funny crooked finger, didn't they?
I thought they had an extra finger. Was it
Was
crooked?
it? I thought it was a crooked finger. Maybe it's an extra. I haven't seen it for a long time.
No.
I'll have to do the Invaders.
We should never brought it up now.
Sorry. So the cops turn up, don't they?
Yes, they do, because he's just leaving, apparently. You have a fight, you harass an innocent man, then you vaporize a waitress, and then apparently you could just leave.
He's a bit of a fascist, isn't he?
Yeah, but then it's the 80s.
No. It's what 2000.
Oh,
whatever it is.
2025.
Is that? Wait, hang on. When is this movie set? What future is it?
Where am I? What's my name? What are we doing here? Is this a podcast? Is it time for my soup yet?
Hey, soup. I need a straw for that. What year is it set in the future? Have we already said?
No, I didn't.
Did they ever say what year it is?
You're going to ask me to do research?
No. Yeah, if you don't know it, don't.
No?
We'll just say it's the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about as pinpointed as this movie gets, really. Anyway.
I don't remember any on-screen.
No, because he does the
writing.
voiceover to set the scene, doesn't he? Instead of having a crawl.
And he doesn't say it in the year, because that'd be weird, wouldn't it? If he just began his voiceover with in the year 2347. He's like, why are you trying to remind yourself of the year, mate?
Starts talking about himself in the third person.
Yeah. Jack Deth entered the whole film should be like that, just narrated.
Oh, someone needs to do a commentary.
Yeah.
Get Tim Thomerson to do it. He's still alive, right?
I'm sure he'd do it.
Yeah, I'm sure he would, yeah. He's probably not worked for a while, has he?
I don't know. Maybe he does theatre. We don't know.
We don't know.
Actors' lives,
This
just
is true.
because they're off the screen, doesn't mean they're off our lives.
Ooh, very deep.
Yeah.
You love actors, don't you?
Anyway, Jack doesn't seem to worry about police procedures and leaves, but he's stopped by McNulty, or as I like to call him, McCliche.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
And apparently, Jack's not taking his assignments. He's just going after Trancers all the time. He's Trancers mad. He's obsessed with Trancers.
He's a maverick.
He is. He's told, do this job or quit being a cop. So Jack goes, throws his badge on the ground and gets out there to hunt Trancers. Because he loves hunting Trancers.
He does. It's all he's about. It's a badge as well that we have to say looks like it came out of a Christmas cracker.
It does, yes. Yeah.
That's like, whoa, don't get too close on that badge.
That's right. Oh my God, Jack's quit. No, don't worry, that's not his real badge. That's just a toy one. He's kept the real one.
It looks like it might as well have been the little warlord ID that I used to have from the comic back in the 80s.
Oh, you had one of those?
I did have one of those. I joined that club.
Did you?
I did, yeah. I used to think it was really cool that I could flip it out.
It's good job you didn't bring it to school and try that. That's one way of getting bullied, isn't it?
I tried every way.
Apparently.
I did like the idea in a minute that we get to where he goes diving in the ruins of the city. I think that's quite
to pull out license plates.
Like he doesn't know what they are as well. But
well, there's a few things that you're like, really?
There's one big one in a minute that we'll get to that really annoys me.
Oh.
It's a shame that we don't have the budget to actually see him swimming in the city.
Right, like between the buildings, through the windows, and like you see him swim through the inside of a bottom window, and then he comes out the top window.
Yeah, that would have been a cool moment, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be. Yeah,
it would have been something. No.
No. We do see a painted effect that LA is underwater, though.
Yeah, I will say that Blu-ray does not make these effects look any better than they are.
Right.
Yeah. I don't remember it looking as shaky as what this does, but it's nice. It's all right.
Right.
For the purpose of this movie, it's all right. That's what I'll say. Put that on the box.
Yeah.
For the purpose of this movie, the effects are all right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that would sell many copies. We learned that a Trancer killed Jack's wife, and it was Skidsville from there on. Right?
Skidsville, yeah.
Yeah.
Been
He's
there.
just Trancer mad. Have you?
I've been there, Skidsville, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant Trancer mad.
Well, that too, you know.
You don't like Trancers either, do you?
What?
I'm just saying. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leading you up the garden path.
I've got nothing against Trancers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Done nothing to me.
Nope.
I've never been bitten by a Trancer.
Well, that's good. Let's hope you never will be.
Can I just check? We are talking about Trancers in terms of this movie, right? You're not
I was. No.
Just making sure. All right. Don't get me in trouble, Colin. Okay.
I won't.
All right.
So, McNulty turns up and summons Jack back to work, right? Because the council needs him. But he doesn't want to go. He's one of those guys. He's like the Vietnam vet in the shack, living his life off the grid when the helicopter of the Marines turns up and tries to drag him back.
He is. He's exactly that guy.
Yeah. But then he's told Whistler is alive.
Ooh. He didn't singe him up in the rim or wherever it was.
No, he didn't. No. And so far, the plot of this has been the same as Sequest DSV.
It really is, isn't it? See previous episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He learns that Martin Whistler, is that his full name, or have I just added that Martin for
We call him Martin.
just illegal. Okay, well, Martin has killed one of the council members. It doesn't sound as extreme, does it, when you say Martin?
Doesn't. When you say Whistler.
It adds some
it does.
drama to it,
It
right?
does. It does.
Yeah. These council members like a bit of slap, don't they?
Especially one of them in particular, yes.
Yeah, lots of makeup for some reason.
Lots of makeup. I like the line when they say, he keeps getting to us, and he says, "What? This place is a fortress. It's a fortress with no guards and a huge room that apparently these two people just sit in by themselves."
Right.
Yeah. Fortress? Really? Okay.
Yeah, but what you don't know is it's 1,000,000 feet in the air with nothing getting up or getting down, so they can't leave.
Like Cloud City in Star Trek, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. Okay. No, but not as good.
No. So we find out that Whistler's gone back in time by 300 years. 300 years to 1985. So add 300 to 1985, and that's your answer.
Wow. So it's almost like Star Trek era.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Whistler is going to murder the ancestors, then return to the present and reclaim the seat of power. And then say, sorry. This whole thing is a message, right, from Whistler.
Like a hologram type thing.
Yeah. And then at the end, he goes, adieu.
Yeah, when he said adieu and he put his hand up to his face, I thought he was sniffing. I actually thought he was sniffing his fingers for a second.
Oh, he's going, adieu.
I thought, where's this going? There's the time and a place.
He just goes, adieu. And your mother.
Was that an accent there?
No, it was just
a
voice.
I thought you did an accent.
No accent.
Okay. All right. It feels very comic booky, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And
like lack of detail.
Well, yeah. It's kind of like something out of, say, 2000 AD.
Oh, then you're tying it up with the badge and the look.
Yeah, and the look of it.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the plan is for Jack Deth to be transferred into his ancestor, Philip Deth's body, right?
Like Quantum Leap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how does this technology work then, Paul? Tell the listeners.
Well, there's a line. They talk about a line, right? It's like a line.
Yeah.
And he sends him down the line into the body of his ancestor.
Right. And the mind of the ancestor, does that come into the body?
Yeah, which is problematic because of something that happens in a minute.
It's problematic for the ending too.
Did you see the little cameo in this scene though? Did you see it?
Was it the rat from 12 Monkeys?
No. It was
Hold on. No. Was it Gloria Hunniford?
No.
Okay,
no.
well, don't tell me.
Gloria Hunniford? What?
What?
All the people you could pick.
I don't know why the name just pops into my head.
No, it wasn't. No.
Oh. Was it Gail Porter from Coronation Street?
It
Not
wasn't.
the actress, but the character.
No, it wasn't.
All right, I give up.
It was our old friend, the two flashing neon light prop.
I did see it, and I made a note about it.
Yeah,
yes,
there you go.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a joke about them in Star Trek Lower Decks.
Yes, I've actually seen that bit. I have seen that one, yes.
Just have it. All right.
Yeah.
If I ever make a science fiction film,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have those lights in it. In fact, the film should just be about those lights.
Oh, those lights would be so happy for you to bring them out because they haven't worked for years, those lights.
Maybe we should do a documentary, an interview with the lights in a chair, and they get interviewed about the films they've been in.
Hey, everyone seems to be doing it these days. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd be worried, though, that they've probably hit hard times, you know? Not a lot of call for neon anymore, is there? For a
That's
start,
true.
You know?
And it could be, you could call it, I See Only One Light.
Little Trek connection there as well.
Little Trek connection,
I like
little
it.
use of,
I like it.
use of the title.
I bet you that was in that episode as well. I bet you they were in it.
Was
the
it?
lights. I bet they were.
Wouldn't it be funny if they'd been that dramatic scene and he goes, and it turns and you look at the lights and it is those things just the.
Yeah, I'd be worried that they're kind of washed up or washed out. You don't know, you know.
Yeah, Paul's now going for puns.
Hmm? Oh, I thought I'd try, you know.
Yeah.
Try. Yeah, no Sid James laugh? All right.
It's not on the soundboard
No.
today.
All right, okay, all right. Yeah, this is very problematic, this time travel thing.
So, but I don't see any technology in it because they give people injections.
Yeah, it's like drugs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So he goes back in time and he wakes up in Philip's body next to Lena.
But before that, what does he do?
Oh, he doesn't.
Before he goes back in time...
He's given a picture?
No. Before he goes back in time, he says...
He guest stars in an episode of 321?
No. What's going on? This is where one of the problems comes in because they want him to bring Whistler back to stand trial, right?
Yeah.
And he's not up for that, so he just explodes the body that's on the table.
Oh, he does, yeah. So that trapping Whistler in the past.
But obviously killing whoever's mind is in that body from the past.
Yeah. Which, if that ancestor is dead, how's he supposed to have kids?
And how does he come back at the end into the body?
Yeah.
Because he's blown him up.
I don't think this film's very good, Paul.
On the plus side, though, I did like the effect of the body exploding. I thought that looked quite good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then before he gets sent back, we see futuristic Q. Gives him the wristwatch and the gun with the drugs in the handle of the gun, right? In the bottom of the gun. Mm-hmm. So I've got another question about the time travel then.
Oh, yes.
So they can send physical objects back through time.
Yeah. Yes, they can in that case. I assume they have to be in the case. Yeah.
But they can't send an actual person physically back. They can only send their consciousness back.
Oh, that's not where I thought this was going to go. But yeah, they'd have to. Well, they'd suffocate because they have to put them in those black cases.
It's build a big one.
Yeah, the big one. There's no air in it.
Oxygen.
An oxygen mask. They haven't thought of that. They've gone through 15 people to kill them all. They've like, I don't understand.
It's just not working. I don't understand it.
No. They can't breathe when they get in these cases.
Where did you think I was going with it then?
Well, it gives away the ending if we talk about that now.
All right. Well, we won't do that then. We won't spoil this film from this epic from 1985.
Yeah. So the watch he gets apparently can stretch 1 second to 10 seconds.
That's right. Yes.
And then it dissolves.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
It's almost like an Apple plan. You have to buy a new one from us.
An update every 10 minutes.
So it can only do 1 second to 10. It can't do 10 seconds to 20.
No.
Okay.
It's just
all right,
1
we'll
to
leave
10.
It there.
Yeah,
1 to 10. Okay. We'll leave it there. So then they eject him, and he wakes up, and he's in the bathroom. I thought he was in bed for a second, but he's in the bathroom, right? And he sees his face. And he does a what's that line from Quantum Leap?
Oh boy moment.
Yeah, that's what he should have gone. Oh boy, as he feels his face. Finds out he's got a girlfriend, Lena. She's in the other room, dressing up like Santa's little helper, which you must have thought, oh, it's one of my Friday nights.
No, I actually thought, so you go back in time and you wake up and Helen Hunt is putting her clothes back on. That would be just my luck, really.
It would be, yeah.
Yeah.
But she is putting a Santa outfit on.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm not saying there is.
Mm-hmm. Tim Thomerson was a reliable actor, right? Don't you think?
Yeah, it was for these kind of movies. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was always working back in the 80s and like the 90s, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. So it turns out that she's working in a mall, right, for Christmas as a Santa's little helper, and she's not really noticed the difference, except she's found in him. Did they just meet for the first time?
I think I get the impression that they met that evening, that night before, and
right.
they spent the night together.
Okay.
This is where, in this scene as well, something happens that always annoys me in time travel movies.
What's...
You know when they do that thing where the person from the future goes back in time?
Yeah.
And they don't know how the simplest things work.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have drawers in the future. He's like, he touches the drawer like he doesn't quite know how to open it and he doesn't know what it is.
Right.
Really? We've already established he's driving a car, which doesn't look too far removed from what we have now.
And don't forget they have a diner.
They have a diner.
The diner must know, like, food, because doesn't
Yeah.
he say, like, he doesn't understand food at one point.
Yeah.
Whatever you people eat, he says. But same shit you eat, mate.
Yeah. I'm sure they're cooking a big thing of soup, aren't they, on that, one of those things?
Yeah.
And they've got coffee, obviously.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Always annoys me in time travel movies when they do that.
Oh, okay.
And then we get like a scene, just like this long moment of him just putting her gel in.
Oh yeah, because there's actually a few scenes in this film.
Yeah.
For a film that's very short, there are a lot of scenes that go on forever.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And why does he even care if he's upset this woman that he's just met? He seems out of character for what we've established so far. He seems worried that he's upset her.
Right. Yeah.
But we've obviously shown that he doesn't care. Maybe
maybe he empathizes with people, Paul. You should try it sometime.
I don't understand.
Go to work on Monday, and when you see one of your underlings,
Underlings.
you look at them and go, "Good morning. How was your weekend? Was it a nice weekend?
Oh, it's a lot of work, though, isn't it?
Was it a good weekend? Oh, did you enjoy yourself this weekend?"
No, I won't be doing
They're
that.
like that.
I won't be doing that, Colin.
That's how you should do it.
No. I think I won't bother.
No? All right.
I'll let you do it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a nice weekend.
Ugh. Didn't like
So
that at all.
Santa Claus at the mall turns out to be a trancer and just attacks Jack.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that this mall Santa's not been through the proper checks, has he?
No,
No.
not in the slightest.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that this film's trying to be amusing?
Yeah,
You do?
yeah, to a certain degree.
Yeah. So you think it knows what it is? You don't think Charles Band thinks he's making a great piece of art here? You think he knows he's making a schlocky, humorous, sci-fi, pulpy movie?
I don't think he believes he's making art, but I don't think he believes he's making schlocky stuff. I think he thinks he's making Terminator.
Right, okay. So that's why I was wondering, do you think that it's intentionally amusing?
Well, let's watch more and find out.
All right.
So they have a big fight, right? And then Jack shoots Santa, who does a voice ventriloquism act. Welcome to the 20th century, Jack.
Yeah, I did like the moment where the little kid says, he shot Santa Claus. That kind of amused me a little bit.
Yeah. Yep.
It's not really a fight, though, is it?
Well, no. I mean, it's a bit one-sided, isn't it?
And again, it shows that he's actually not very good.
Oh, right. Yeah, because he should have just decked Santa.
Pretty much, yeah.
He should have decked the halls with Santa.
And then we get that moment where those two young guys stop him and he just turns around for no reason. He goes, hey, don't piss me off.
So after the fight, they escape and the police turn up and Detective Weisler is there and he's the whistler.
Mm-hmm.
So on the way home, or wherever they're going, Jack tells Lena who he is. She kind of takes it quite well, right?
She takes everything quite well, to be honest with you.
Oh, does she?
Hey, don't put words into my mouth, Colin. Hey, no, she does though, doesn't she? I mean, she sees a lot through the course of this, and by the end of it, she's in love with him.
I mean, she doesn't completely believe him at first, you know. Let's bear that in mind.
Doesn't he say to her? She says something like, "Why doesn't he just trance me?" And he says, "Trancing only works on weak-minded people."
Yeah.
So she's not weak-minded.
No, she's not. She's a feisty female fatale.
She is. I mean, let's face it. Which one of us would get tranced first?
Oh God, you.
You could at least not say it so quickly, Colin.
Oh,
I mean,
sorry.
You know, you ever think about it first, you know.
Right.
Take a moment.
Okay.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Which one of us would get tranced first?
You.
All right.
So we should point out that Jack was given 2 photos by the council of the 2 ancestors, right? And he's already now lost one of the photos, left it at the crime scene.
Yeah.
Another example of Jack not being that good.
He's not that good. No.
He's the Jack of Jack shit.
Jack of no trades.
Yes. Yep. So I must have dozed off at this point. How did they find out about the tanning salon?
I think she tells him. Him.
Okay, so they go to the tanning salon because the other ancestor's there, right?
Yeah, he's this tanned bodybuilder. I use the quotation marks there very loosely.
Right, but he's already been tranced.
Apparently so, yes. But again, we get it's that question, isn't it? Are you always tranced and you hold it in and then let it out when you need to? Because at first he acts normal.
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know, but they have a fight. And then Jack gets knocked out.
Pretty much. Yep.
And he ends up in the strangest tanning booth I've ever seen. It's like a Jeffries tube from Star Trek.
It does look like a Jeffries tube. Yeah, it really does. Yeah.
Lena runs in, sees the body of the guy glow red and then vanish.
So he's killed himself, right?
Yeah.
Because he's laying on the floor with a gun in his hand, isn't he? So he shot himself in the head. Why?
Well, because Whistler wants that ancestor killed anyway.
Oh, yes, okay. But he'd already tranced him.
Yeah, but maybe he's just making sure. Could untranced. You could be untranced, Paul.
There's trancing. It's too vague for me. I'm sorry. You know.
Yeah.
I need it pinned down. I need my trancing pinned down.
Maybe we should find the novelization and maybe it's clearer in that.
Can you imagine if the novelization was 500 pages?
Yeah. I can, yes. The film only starts on page 345.
Yeah, there's all those backstory that we just don't get.
Yeah.
You can imagine Charles Band going, "Oh, I want to make this book into a movie," and then going, lose that, just tearing pages out of it.
Yeah, not reading anything.
No.
So the cops turn up Whistler, and then there's a standoff between them, and they're about to shoot Jack, but he uses his watch to turn 1 second into 10 seconds.
That's right. Yeah. What's your problem?
My problem is the scene where this happens for goes on for over a minute. And why is he running slowly?
Look, in the Trancer world, okay, time moves differently.
Tranceverse.
In the Transverse.
Tranceverse, yeah.
Tranceverse, yeah. These were made today. It would be called that. Everything's a verse now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe time moves differently. Maybe it's like the $6 Million Man. You know, when he's running in slow motion, he's actually running fast.
Yeah, I thought that.
Yeah. So, you know, it is 10 in the universe, in the movie universe. It is 10 seconds, but for us as an audience.
But he picks Helen Hunt up.
Yeah.
Runs out of the yard.
Yeah.
Puts her in the car.
Yeah.
Closes the door. Runs round the other side of the car.
He does.
Opens the door and gets in.
Why does he pick her up anyway? Because the bullet was missing her. The bullet literally goes past her.
Yeah, but maybe more won't, so they got to run.
But instead of picking her up, he could just kill Whistler and then job
what?
done. He slowed down time. He could take one of their guns. He could get his own gun.
We could do that.
Yeah. Kill him there and then. Kill all. Yeah. He could kill all of them. Kill all.
Everybody in the town.
Yeah. Kill all those cops. Job done. You know.
Yeah.
Game over.
That's true.
But no, he picks her up, gets in the car, and runs away.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Feels stupid.
It is. It is. It really is. So, by the way, are these cops tranced?
Yeah.
They are. Right, okay. Just checking.
So now Jack has to find the other ancestor. I mean, hopefully without killing this one.
Well, we'll see.
They head to Chinatown because Lena has a friend with a place there, right?
Mm-hmm.
At this point, the entire film stops.
Yeah, he even sits down and watches an episode of Peter Gunn, doesn't he?
Yeah, we almost see the whole thing because they eat Chinese food.
And he's loving it, isn't he? He's loving it.
Yeah. And then for some reason, Lena, who, let's be honest, she's just seen a body vanish.
Mm-hmm.
And she's been chased at by cops and shot at. And then she's had time stretched. Goes, ooh, I want to go dancing. I feel like dancing. Do you want to go dancing? Let's go dancing. Who would do that?
Because this place is above a club, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly. I think she's the strongest character in this. She should be the lead because things just bounce off her. Literally, she doesn't. Nothing touches this woman. She's amazing.
That's true.
Who says that strong women only happen in modern films? Eh? Look at this woman.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, she's got nothing else. She's no character there whatsoever. You know. But
you don't learn any backstory.
No.
Are her parents alive? Did she have parents?
Who knows? No, that's true. You don't actually know anything about her, do you? Other than the fact
what does she do for a living?
She
well,
likes
I guess
punk.
she's an elf.
She's an elf. She likes punk, and she has one-night stands.
That's it.
My kind of woman.
Yeah.
Talk about inappropriate, humorous moments as well. When they're opening the fortune cookies, and she says, "Oh my God, this is from Whistler," and then it's a joke. It's a big joke.
Yeah.
Like, you're mental. Do you know this?
It's good if he didn't started shooting
Yeah.
widely. Yes, and then at the dance club or the punk club, whatever it is, he gets into a fight with a boyfriend of Lena's, which he decks, and then some other friends, and then they leave. They go back to Lena's. Suddenly it's Christmas. We should point out this is a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie, yes.
Yeah. Lena gives him a toy. Like, aren't they supposed to be finding this other ancestor?
Pretty much. But he's
When
not...
did they go shopping, or is she re-gifting?
She's probably re-gifting.
Probably.
I mean, there seems to be a lot of crap just laying around this place.
Yeah.
There? You know.
Yeah.
What do you think the age difference is between these two characters?
Oh, I didn't really give it a thought, but I guess it's.
How old
it's
do you
not in
reckon
the-
she is? 21, 22?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
And he's what?
24, 25.
Hey, if you say so, Colin. If you say so. Was punk still a thing in 1985?
No, it was a new wave, I guess.
Yeah, I was
at that
thinking,
point, new romantics.
Wouldn't kind of a new romantic sort of vibe have made more sense? I suppose it's not as violent, is it? You know, these looking at
Oh, just whiffed handkerchiefs at each other.
spray everywhere.
Yeah, just tons of fires breaking out because everything's flammable now.
I didn't like the bit when he spat in his face, though. It looked a little bit too real.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Mm-hmm.
Method.
Mm.
No, go on. I can't. Yeah, go on. Spit in me. Spit in me. Go on.
Do it again.
Are you sure, Tim? Yeah. But this is take 15.
Yeah. I think we need one more.
One more. Keep going.
He's the Stanley Kubrick of spit takes.
Helen, you do it.
Yeah, there we go. I see what we're building towards. And now I'll do it to you.
Yeah. All of you. The whole crew.
Ooh. Do you think Tim Thomason's enjoyed himself in this movie? I think.
Yeah, I think he is too. Yeah.
Yeah.
McNulty turns up in the body of a young girl.
Yeah, which is a bit weird.
It's weird and kind of funny, but I think they could have done more with it.
Maybe not with this child actor though, because she's pretty bad.
Yeah, wouldn't it be good though if they'd made McNulty like a really sweary character, and then this
As a
kid
child.
turns up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you see it in the beginning, and then the child is just constantly dropping the F-bomb.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
Yeah.
Or a dog.
We wouldn't be able to talk. I mean,
How would his ancestor be a dog?
yeah. My first thought is the voice. I don't bother about that bit.
And they wouldn't either in this
No,
movie.
that's true. McNulty shoots Jack with the trank.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the new films, Jack with the trank, and brings him back to the present, right? because he's fucked up.
Has he though?
Yeah, one of the ancestors is dead.
Oh, yeah,
He's only
I
meant
suppose,
to protect two.
Yeah.
He's killed one.
I guess so, yeah. But on the plus side, he got a little toy. I mean, the robot.
Well, he's a winner.
Mm-hmm. He has landed on his feet with this body swapping time travel thing, hasn't he? Really, when you think about
It could have been a lot worse.
Could have been a lot worse, yeah.
You imagine he turned into you.
What are you saying?
He's not got off the sofa for 4 hours.
He's living his best life.
I've got to find the whistler, but this guy's always drunk. There's 6 whistlers in front of me right now. I don't know which one to hit. But they end up sending him back, right? He talks him out of it. He's like, yeah, don't worry, I've only killed 1 out of 2.
She accepts his explanation very quickly, doesn't she?
Maybe she's got places to be quickly before he kills her ancestor.
Got more makeup to put on.
Yeah.
Mm.
Jack sees Whistler being interviewed by the TV news, and he's talking about a project on Skid Row to round up the hobos. Jack decides to head down there.
Mm-hmm.
And a box magically appears with his new equipment. How does that work, asks Lena. Replies Jack.
He might as well.
Well,
Really.
He doesn't answer it. Don't think about it. How does the box work?
Don't know. Not a clue.
They still...
Maybe it's a box's ancestor. Maybe there was another box in the past that was very similar.
Oh, so it's made of some of the same plastic?
Yeah, could
handed
be.
down?
Could be.
From box to box?
Yeah. From box to box.
Yeah.
That was another video I saw a few years ago, I think. Wow. All right.
So they're still the world's worst motorbikes.
They do, yes. They actually walk past a couple of Harley Davidsons in the same shot and then pick these instead.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
They ask 3 hobos, who in this Christmas movie are 3 wise men.
Of course, it's the classic homeless drunk scene that's in pretty much everything, really.
Yeah. They ask him, and it seems very random. The one of the ancestors is a baseball player.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so they go up to the first hobo they meet and go, do you know this guy? And they go, oh, yeah. That's
'cause
lucky, isn't it?
all the hobos hang out in the same place, obviously.
Yeah. And it's lucky that the baseball player became a hobo. I mean, he probably doesn't think so, but...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I do like, I will say this, I do like that none of these judges' ancestors are anyone important. They're all
'cause
nobodies.
He's a failed baseball player.
Yeah.
Right?
And the other one was just running a tanning salon, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like that.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
They're told to check out a paper mill,
Yes.
because that's where some of the other hobos hang out.
Mm-hmm. The one paper mill in the whole city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow, Whistler knows about the paper mill.
Yeah, they don't explain that one either.
No.
No, he just knows.
And he's on the way there.
Mm-hmm.
Jack goes alone.
He does.
The cops corner him, make him throw his gun away, and
Mm-hmm.
drop your wristwatch.
And the cop trances out, doesn't he?
Yeah,
It's obviously dookie time for him.
it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lena shoots the cop before he can shoot Jack, right?
Yeah, she's just blowing people away. Not a tear in her eye.
No. She is your kind of woman.
I think she's slightly psychotic. So yeah, probably.
She is. Yep. The hobos are playing bottle baseball with Hap Ashby, the baseball ancestor.
Mm-hmm.
In another scene that goes on forever.
It does. Padding, you got to pad this movie out. You know,
It's only an hour and 20.
it's not even that. It's an hour and 16.
Is it an hour and 16?
Yeah. And that's with the credits. So you know.
Jack and Lena find him, but so does Whistler. Hap and the others run and get away on scooters, but they decide to split up, right?
You've got to say, even the action, and I'm using that term very loosely, it's very pedestrian, isn't it?
Yeah, and how on earth does she crash into somebody's home when she's clearly driving down some alleyway?
Yeah, there's an alley that leads directly to a house where some old guy's living room is just there at the bottom of this alleyway.
Yeah, it just crashes through.
It's a nice shot, though,
Sure.
when she goes through the window.
It is, yeah.
She's also been shot in the arm as well.
Has she?
Yeah, she gets shot in the arm, and she just takes it. She should be the main character in this movie, I'm telling you.
I agree, yeah. Yeah. They all meet up in the place in Chinatown.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out Hal Ashby has stolen a lot of watches, right?
Yes, watches are his thing.
Yeah. And Jack tells him to clean up his drunken act and throws him in the bathtub. How does Jack know that it isn't the fact that Ashby's a drunk? That, like, you clean up his act, you're changing him, that maybe you won't now meet whoever the cancel woman's mum is.
Maybe he's just making that up to get him to do what he wants him to do. Maybe he doesn't really know that. Maybe he's just saying that to get him to, work with him.
No, I'm saying, like, if he does clean up the guy's act, he could alter time.
How do you know, though, that it's that Star Trek 4 thing? How do you know that he didn't invent the thing? How do you know that he isn't the catalyst that caused him? It's a paradox. You know what I mean? Hmm?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. You say paradox, I say bullshit.
Fair enough.
He gives Whistler a call, right? Tells him
He does.
he's going to put everything down the line.
Mm-hmm.
But he's only saying this to trap Whistler, right?
Mm-hmm.
Going to meet him in Chinatown.
Yeah, but she believes that he's sold out with the same enthusiasm that she's believed everything up to this point that he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, she takes everything at face value.
She does.
Mm-hmm. And then suddenly this movie starts to wrap everything up very, very quickly, doesn't it?
It does. She grabs Lena and stands over Jack and Whistler. He throws Lena off the roof, but Jack slows down. I'm just doing what the film did.
I'm not sure about this plan, though. You get Ashby, who is supposed to be protected, to dress as Death so that he can...
I don't think he does.
He does.
I didn't see a scythe or a long black cloak.
You know what I mean? He stands over there and lets him take pot shots at him. That plan could easily backfire.
It could. So a cop who's lost one ancestor, managed to lose a photograph so that Whistler could get him, is now using the last ancestor as target practice.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's garbage, this guy.
He is garbage, yes.
So there's a fight, because Whistler grabs Lena, and then he throws Lena off the roof, but Jack slows down time and lands before Lena does and catches her, right?
I thought it was a nice moment. Yeah, I did have to wonder whether the bottle of vodka that guy was pouring down his throat in slow motion was probably real vodka, considering what I read about the fact that he was drunk on set.
Yeah, maybe. And it's also nice that Q gave Jack the exact item he would need twice.
Of course, yes.
Lovely.
Can't really say too much about that, though, can we?
No, we can't. No. Whistler goes to shoot them, but Hap throws a fastball, knocking the gun out of his hand, and then he throws a bottle, knocking Whistler off the building.
Yeah, I mean, what other movie deals with a big bad with a guy throwing a bottle at someone's face?
Yeah, not many.
That's unique in that respect.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And also that it's not the hero who saves the day.
That's true. It's the ancestor.
Yeah.
He does nothing in this movie. Thinking about it. Yeah.
No.
He killed Santa. He killed the mall Santa.
That's right. Yeah.
And the old woman at the beginning in the diner, and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
All he needs is a Boy Scout, and you'll have the triple decker.
Yeah.
Yeah. He goes to send Whistler back up the line without a body to transfer to, but one of the serum has been broken. So if he injects Whistler, then Jack will be unable to return. Why can't they just send Jack more serum in one of those cases?
This is true. And I have a feeling that might be what happens in the next movie. I'm not sure.
Or why couldn't McNulty have one of the serums with him and just go, here, take this one?
True. Maybe they run out of those boxes.
Well, no, you don't need it if you're carrying it on you, do you? He's got a watch.
Yeah, but they can't carry it, though, can they? It has to be sent in those boxes, right?
Oh, right, the watch is in the box.
Because you don't they can't physically send a body. They can only send things in boxes.
Right.
So, but they could send a box, but if they run out of boxes...
That's true.
They're looking through the cupboards, can't find another. I thought we had more of these boxes. There's never one when you want one, is there?
When you come back, can you bring the box with you?
No, because I can't physically bring it back.
You know what? I think there's a flaw in this plan.
Yeah, this whole time travel nonsense.
Is it 1980? People in 1984 aren't they going to suddenly notice there's these black boxes everywhere? No one knows where they've come from.
This whole
Because we
cult.
just keep leaving them there.
Yeah, cult built up online over the years about these black boxes. These mysterious black boxes.
Box 1 has a watch that slows time. And nope, that's it.
A box. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. Jack stays behind and that's it.
Oh, he does, yeah. Oh, except there is that little sting where the girl that McNulty leaped into appears.
Well, it was a sting because they made another 5 of these movies, so, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, who got stung?
You.
Does feel like it. Does feel like it. All right, and that's the end of Trancers.
There's no more time to wait. They've got to reach a conclusion. Do they love or do they hate? What's the bloody resolution? A hit or a miss? A hit or a miss? A hit or a miss? Did what they watched create a grin, or did they stab their eyes out? Did they wanna chuck it in the bin or bellow a rejoicing shout? A hit or a miss? 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 What is the final word? Should it be deeply buried in a pit? A delicious delight, or is it a tangly turd? Let's listen to Colin and Paul talk shit. A hit or a miss? 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 A hit or a miss?
All right, thanks, Gertrude. Bit long, that one, love. Bit long, but thank you. I'll call you.
You know what our listeners don't actually know is that I have to sit here and watch you mime that entire fucking song every time we.
It's a different dance each time for each genre.
This is true. You know, it's opening my eyes to a whole new side of you, Colin, that I didn't really know existed. It's fun, yeah.
So, Paul, what did you think of Trancers?
I do have a soft spot for this film. Okay,
Yeah, between your ears.
between my ears, yes. I have ever since I saw it back in the 80s, and as I mentioned, I do actually own a Blu-ray of it that was put out by 88 Films. They do some nice cult movies.
You do. I've got some of those.
Yeah, I still enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really a case of, like we said, don't examine something that you like too closely for the podcast.
Right.
Because having examined it for the podcast, there's not a lot here, is there?
No, not at all.
And I'm not just talking about the running time. I mean, we watched... Okay, case in point, we did Wolfman a few episodes ago. The 1940s Wolfman.
Yeah.
And that would have roughly the same running time as this movie. But that had a script.
Or at least felt like one.
Yeah. Tim Thomason's probably the best thing in it. And helped with, closely followed by Helen Hunt, who is likable in a pretty much nothing role, really.
Yeah, yeah.
I like the threadbare future stuff at the beginning because it's cheap, but it works.
Right, yeah.
There's even one or two good ideas in this film. I like the watch thing that stretches time out. I liked.
I do, even though it's a bit weird, messed up.
Yeah, it's not. It's like everything in this movie is not thought through properly.
Right.
The time travel stuff is nonsense. It's not. Thought through to its. It makes no sense whatsoever.
No.
The script is pretty bad. Let's face it, and the characters are barely two-dimensional, and there's literally not a lot of stuff going on for most of the movie.
Right.
It feels like a TV pilot for a failed show that never got picked up.
I can see that. Yeah.
You know.
Leaner and deaf.
Yeah, exactly. Just Jack Deth. Just call it Jack Deth.
I suppose, yeah.
Honestly, I still like it. I do. But in all good conscience, I couldn't say this is a hit. It's one of those ones where you like it, but for the purpose of the podcast, it's not a hit. But I do kind of like it. Right. It's not a good movie, if I'm honest. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's a miss for me, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Go
That's
on.
a shame. I thought it was bloody brilliant.
Never gets old, does it?
No, it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, like you said, the guy goes back in time, screws up a mission, goes to a punk club, does some dancing, punches a few people,
Yeah.
and then rescues the second. Yes, it's just there's no film here really.
Not really.
And it stops. It grinds to a halt in the middle.
You can't even say it's got like one or two really decent action sequences that help carry it through, because there aren't any.
Yeah.
And the action that is in it is badly shot and badly thought out, and it's just not.
Yeah. So I like Tim Thomerson in it, and I did like Helen Hunt, but not enough for me to give this a hit. I'm afraid it's a miss from me as well.
I'm not surprised.
Okay, but I will watch the sequel just to see what it's like.
The second one's okay. It's all right. It's a bit. It's more of the same.
I'm not going to work up to 6 though.
Oh, I wouldn't. I gave up on 2.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Well, you may stop at 2, but hopefully our listeners will just keep going and downloading more, because we should say that our Patreon supporters now have extra material to listen to going forwards. With each podcast, we do a supplemental called What Did We See? We go through the films and TV shows we've watched between podcasts. It's more laid back and freer than our usual chats. There's also episodes where Paul sits with his son James and tries to convince him why a movie that he loves is not rubbish. I think this time coming up, you've got 48 hours, right?
Yeah, we've just done that, so that should be up by the time that this episode goes up as well.
Yeah, probably. You can subscribe to Patreon for as little as $1 a month, or buy each episode at an exorbitant cost. But what you could do, and this is between you and me, nobody else, you can subscribe, download what you want, and then cancel. They're all available at patreon.com/retrospection. Thank you and good night.
Bye.